This video is brought to you by Straight Goods News, Canada's alternative online news source. Visit straightgoods.ca.
Jobs. I mean, the Conservatives seem to be taking a lot of credit for the numbers that just came out today. Are they right to be doing that?
Well, no, because job numbers have been going up and going down over the last few months. Most of the months have been bad. We've had a 1 or 2 months that have been a little bit better, but the reality is that the trend has been over the past year, loss of manufacturing jobs and loss of good jobs in the economy. Now we have a budget that comes out where we know that at least 60,000 jobs will be eviscerated over the course of the next few months, and that's even as we pour through the document to find out if the government's even being clear with those figures. So unfortunately the budget was a horribly bad news for Canadians who are looking for work, and a month-to-month going up and down certainly won't change what has been a trend in the deterioration of our economy. If you look at the IMF figures for 2012, Canada places 152nd worldwide in terms of economic growth. The budget actually foresees that unemployment is going to rise through the course of 2012. So we're very skeptical about this government's ability to manage the economy in light of the budget and in light of the figures that we've seen over the last few months.
It's a short-lived celebration for them today? Because, I mean, they seem to be rejoicing in all this.
Well, we've had month-to-month changes. There's been a few months where it's been slightly better. Most months have been worse. I think for the Conservatives to celebrate when we've seen the devastation over the last few months and the plant closures is disrespectful to all those Canadians who have lost their jobs under this government.
What about the number of youth jobs that have been created according to
the youth unemployment rate is still devastatingly high, and that's the reality. So a temporary month bump up at a time when we have a budget that is going to kill tens of thousands of jobs seems to me to be inappropriate. This government just doesn't seem to understand how they have eroded the ability of the Canadian economy to move forward. The loss of value-added jobs, the loss of manufacturing jobs over the last few years. Our manufacturing job numbers are now worse than they were back in 1976 when we first started keeping statistics. So when you see what this government has done, creating lower-paying jobs and killing the higher value-added, higher-paying jobs, the government just does not seem to understand how to effectively manage a modern economy and to bring us forward. And when you look at the budget and its lack of ability to deal with our very poor showing in research and development, we see in the long term the government hasn't put in place the foundation stone for this economy and for Canadians to move forward.